For those of you who don't know me, congratulations. You live a much better life than the rest of us who are addicted to our phones. We got to get off. We got to stop the scrolling, you know? That being said, I am a teacher. I graduated, 6 months before the pandemic. I was pulled out of teachers college because my board was short, and there wasn't a single person in the school board on the occasional teacher list who had the qualification to teach an accounting class. So I had to be pulled out of teachers college to come teach. So one of the first indications of Ford's cuts. Then I go and I teach for 1 semester. The pandemic hits. I was very lucky to be able to have an LTO, so I was able to work through that. I come back, and not only am I dealing with Doug-Ford and education cuts, but we had to go on strike to fight for all of our rights. Just as an example for class sizes, I very frequently will go to my guidance, and I know maybe my union rep might not be too happy with this, but I will go to my guidance counselor and I will tell them, hey, like, there's a kid who really wants to come into my class. I understand that I'm already at capacity. Can we let them in? I had a semester once where I had 3 classes between 35 and 38 kids. I did not have enough desks or chairs for my students. Kids begging to be let into these classes because they really wanted to learn, and we could not let them in our classes. That is what we're faced with. Because there's no reason why when I have 45 kids signed up for economics that I only have to get 1 section because we're short. We don't have the funding for an extra section. I finally was able to get 52 kids signed up, so now I have 2 sections. Got lucky that time. But this is the uphill battle that we're facing. And it's not just that. I'm going to personally advocate for something very, very quickly. I'm a new father. I have a 3-month-old at home. Thank you. I'm currently on a pat leave, but it is unpaid. And I think that one thing that we could be looking more at is how can we help teachers have a more robust home life so that we can be more well-rested. If you are an involved parent and you are expected to wake up twice in the middle of the night to feed your kid and then take your other kid to daycare, and your kid has to be at daycare by 7 o'clock, otherwise you're not going to be able to get to school on time because the bell is at 7:30 or 7:45 and you got to be in there, how are we supposed to be responsible to our families and to our students and be well rested and be the best that we can be at our jobs without having these robust things in place? So just being mindful that there is more to it than just funding. There's also aspects about making the job more accessible. Lastly, the one thing I want to tell you guys is that you speaking up matters. I can tell you right now that when Lecce was in office, he knew my name. His staff religiously watched my videos, and they hate me. I had been told many times to be careful. The problem is that a lot of people who are more comfortable in their life have that viewpoint of we have to be careful, you know, don't speak out too much. Well, what if you get in trouble, this and that? No, we have to start flipping the table, start shaking the fences. We need to be loud. And the reason that Lecce was so terrified is because his entire life's goal, look at his high school yearbook, is to become the prime minister. And the heat that he was getting in the education profile from not just me, but from our unions and from our opposition parties was getting to him. It was shaking him fundamentally to his core. We can do this. We can inspire people. And it starts here. It starts with people who are working in a progressive manner to make education better.